What a start. That is top class. That's power. Pure power. That is perfect. Absolutely perfect.
So here we are for day 2 in this, the second test of the series between the West Indies and Sri Lanka in Antigua at the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium at North Sound, electing to go around the wicket to the left-hander. Umpire Rifle says play. First ball of the day. High and hard, width offered by Alzari Joseph. Pitching it full, a little bit of outswing, but a little too close in length, and a watchful push through the vacant mid-off for Kusal Mendes. Gets him his first boundary, gets him off the mark. Short and helped through the mid-wicket region. Brilliantly timed for a boundary from Kusal Mendes. Hammered with disdain. Another shot. Delivery punished. Short and helped around for another boundary for Dinusha.
And once again, he's quick on anything short. He's helped that with the wind. His first 6.
There again. Doesn't overstride, allows the ball to come to him, and the power from the core and the wrists.
Chance very close to the diving Ruston chase, but it'll give Dinusha and Sri Lanka another boundary. Again, good areas. Just a single, and with that, it brings the end to the session as well. Wicketless session for West Indies. Sri Lanka will be pleased with that. Very confident Kusal Mendes. And why not? No wickets again in this session. 25 overs bowled, 64 runs. Sri Lanka in control and exerting their dominance in this test match.
We're back here for the post-lunch session on day 2. Sri Lanka have been bossing proceedings so far. We must say the Sri Lankans are in the ascendancy, but West Indies just hanging in.
Edge, not carrying, just failing to carry to the man at first slip, but a good delivery to end the over. It's 408 for 5. Edged, thick outside edge.
Got to do better than that. Got to do better than that. Looks like Justin Graves there in the slips. That one's gone through him. It wasn't catchable. 50 for Sonal Dinusha. A maiden test half century for the young left-hander.
Into the rib cage, helped around the corner, and the run signaled. So a bit fortuitous, but still, it's another boundary to Sri Lanka.
Some innovation. Hope is after it. He did very well to catch up to it. He's dropped it though. Picked up brilliantly. Goes all the way as well, and with that, he brings up a half century in fine style. Talking about shots. There you go, right on cue. 450 runs now for Sri Lanka, 116 overs bowled, 450 for 5. Use of the feet to perfection. from Kusal Mendes. Use of the feet. Extremely straight, vertical bat coming down there from Kusal Mendes. He ends the over with a big one, 469 for 5.
Thick outside edge, quite intentional. A short of a length delivery from Anderson Phillip. And that goes for 4. Castled. So a delivery that finishes on the stumps. A real consolation, you can say, for Anderson Phillip. And a welcome breakthrough for the West Indies. Starts with a fullish length delivery and it's dispatched.
Yeah, taking the opportunity. He just senses as though this is a moment that I can capitalize. Moves on to the 90s quite quickly. In the air, should be taken. He gets the wicket. The breakthrough bowler, Kavem Hodge. All smiles. Falling for the trap, a couple of loose deliveries, 2 fours. And what a response from Kavem Hodge. Disappointment for Dinusha. All right, confirmation of how the sessions have gone so far. 64 runs, nice and frugal, the West Indies. And then 114, the leaked runs in that second session. But they picked up a couple of wickets. And so after 2 sessions on day 2, Sri Lanka are poised on 516 for 7. We'll take a short break and we'll deconstruct session 2. Do stay with us. First ball after tea. You're looking to fire that one in. He will get some drift given that wind condition. Ravi Rampal would have discussed some of the bowling plans, reflected on what went by. That's going to be 4. Competently played by Jayasuriya. Yeah, that's in the air. Who wants it? Short mid-wicket takes it.
Pulled high, pulled hard into the wind, but enough on it. So 6 more to the score. 6 for the debutant. He's enjoying himself.
Gets the gap and will get a boundary. He's shown some good enterprise in his first test innings. Another 4. That's in the air. Fielder circles and takes the catch. John Campbell with a catch in the outfield. Madushka fell cheaply, but look at Udara, 188. Kamindu with 84. Kushal Mendes with a half century of his own, and Dinusha falling agonizingly close to what would have been a maiden test stun for him. 139.3 overs is what the West Indies bowled, and all of their bowlers toiled, all of them rewarded with at least 1 wicket. 2 for Jayden Seals, who got his 100th and his 101. Shamar Joseph picked up a couple as well.
They've made way for the West Indian opening pair to show their mettle, to show their skill.
Starts with 2 slips, gully, backward point, extra cover and mid off the offside field, mid on, mid wicket and fine leg. So West Indies spent a long period out there in the field.
For those of you following this test match, the West Indians will have 31 overs to face.
Long half volley put away Just what John Campbell would have wanted. He's away, West Indies are away. The first boundary on the board. Does love anything just short. Fast hands on show once again. His second boundary of the over. One's on the legs and put away nicely. Bit of class that from Brandon King. Not his strongest area, but well played nonetheless. He's beaten on the right side. Bit of work for skipper Danajaya De Silva. The ball will beat him into the boundary. There, had him feeling for that one a little bit outside the off stump, but fantastic timing. Once again, through the gap on the offside, Brandon King with his second boundary of the over.
Taken wide on that one off the crease. A sitter, and exactly what they wanted. Quite deliberate from John Campbell. All the way for 6. He's had enough of leaving them alone.
John Campbell swinging high. Will the wind take it? There's a man getting underneath it, and in the end, John Campbell rather fortuitously gets another boundary. Squeezing it through, John Campbell staying in control, keeping it down. He gets another boundary.
Yeah, played very late, that one from Johnny Campbell.
Edge and dropped. Beautiful delivery from Ratnaika, and it has been dropped in the slips. Disappointment for the Sri Lankans.
It's over. Time.
A single off the final over of the day. So a mammoth task in front of the West Indies, trailing now by 491 runs. Remembering they'll need 349 minimum if they are to force Sri Lanka to bat a second time. A lot of work ahead of them come day 3. A breakdown of the sessions here on day 2. 64 runs scored in the first. Tidy bowling by the West Indies in that first session, and then it got away from them in the second. 114 scored in the session. Then 91 runs scored in the third.